So who is Akash?
Yeah, I am Akash. I am from Davangere. I
Mhm.
studied my engineering at Sri Jayachamara College of Engineering at Mysuru.
Okay.
I'm
Mhm.
a computer science engineering student, passed out in 2024.
Mhm.
Currently, I am working at Exotel as a tech intern.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, that's pretty much about me.
All right. So how did you come to know about its opening, Akash? Like, is it from the LinkedIn or is it from the college placement? Like, how did you come to know about its opening? Can you talk on that?
Yeah, before also I knew about Exotel, but about openings, I got to know it from my friend who is
Acha.
currently working at
Okay.
Exotel.
Mhm. Okay. From a friend, you able to get the hiring is going on this company from
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So putting spotlight on its hiring procedure, Akash, like how many rounds were there? How was the assessment? What kind of questions you got? Give a complete brief talk on that, Akash. Over to you.
Yeah, like the hiring procedure was like I applied it through off campus.
Okay.
So like there are four rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first round was online assessment. In
Okay.
there, we had multiple sections. One was MCQs
Okay.
that that had questions on operating system and computer
Okay.
networks, like computer fundamental questions were there.
Okay.
And in the second section, there were two coding questions.
Mm-hmm.
I can't like I'm not able to recall exact
Okay.
questions,
No worries.
but
No.
those questions were on linked list and
Okay. Mm-hmm. Direct
arrays.
access.
It
Mm-hmm.
was it was medium to easy questions in the lead code
Okay.
problems.
So
Yeah,
like a code snippet will be given and you need to predict the output of that code. Any such kind of questions were given in the MCQ?
yeah, like all kind of questions were there. Like few code snippets, what will be the output, or if that code has any errors in
Okay.
the
Mhm.
logic or
Okay.
something. Yeah, all kind of questions were covered.
Okay. Operating system and the computer fundamentals and also some data structure related MCQs. And any mathematical problems were given in the assessment, Akash? Questions will be
No,
given.
since it was a no, since it was a off campus, there
Okay.
were no aptitude questions.
Okay. So any coding questions, coding section was there in the assessment, Akash?
Yeah, two questions were there.
Okay.
That was on linked list and arrays,
Alright.
medium questions.
Okay. So an individual who have a moderate level of knowledge in the coding can easily sort it out.
Yeah, yeah, they can easily clear it.
All right. So it was offline you mentioned. So camera was on, off, on. How was it?
Yeah, it was online.
Okay.
The camera was on.
Okay.
Yeah, and
And
mic was also on.
on. So what was the time period for the assessment? Like how long it went?
Yeah, it was for around 1.5 hour.
One and a
But
half.
yeah, I completed it in prior.
Okay. Super. So it was 1.5 hour. Huh?
Yeah, yeah,
1.5 hour. Okay. So how was the section, Akash? Like let's assume that in the first section it is all about MCQ. Okay. In the second section it
yeah,
all about coding section. So is it possible
yeah.
we can go back to the section one and come back to the section two, or else is it a one flow of coding? Like how was it?
Yeah, like it was like all questions were in the same section only, but there was part like this
That's
will
all.
be the sections and this
That's
will
all.
be the section, but we can move back and forth.
Back to okay. So then, so I guess we covered pretty much about the assessment. So when did you receive the assessment result, Akash?
Yeah, since they were looking for immediate hiring, I
Mhm.
got next day only I got the call from the HR.
Okay, call from the HR. Let assume that
Yeah,
unfortunately, individual will be didn't made for assessment. He didn't clear the assessment. Will they receiving this rejection mail, Akash?
yeah, like I'm not sure about it.
Okay,
Like at
no
that
problem.
time, I was the only one who was trying for that role.
Acha. Okay, no
Yeah,
problem.
but they came to our college also. Like
Mhm.
those who got shortlisted for the further rounds, like technical rounds, and all, they got rejection mails.
Rejection. All right. So next was you mentioned it was technical round. So how was your technical round interview experience?
Yeah, second round was purely technical round. It
Okay.
was based on my resume and also the role related questions.
Okay.
Like most of the questions were on my resume, like
Mhm.
about my projects, about my
Okay.
skill sets, and what I did for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
and my previous internship experience
Okay.
and all. Since I applied for generative AI role,
Okay.
so they asked questions on that domain, like
Uh-huh.
with respect to the AWS, what and
Okay.
all I know about the cloud and
Mm-hmm.
all. These kind of questions were there.
Okay.
Yeah, this
So,
was mostly covered by in the first round, that is
okay.
technical round.
Okay. So like how was it went actually? Like share the screen and code it in front of them. Any such questions were asked, Akash? Like panelist will be asking share your screen and code for the specific coding program. Any kind such kind of
Yeah,
situation? Yep.
yeah, I missed to mention it. Like
No problem.
one coding question was asked that was on the stack and
Okay.
arrays.
Okay.
That's a that question was a lead code question.
Okay.
The name is next greatest element,
Okay.
but exactly same question was not asked, but
Okay.
a
Similar
modified
kind of question.
version of that
Okay.
was, yeah, yeah, modified
Okay.
version of next greatest element was asked. Yeah, in that I have to share my screen, and
Okay.
initially I have to tell my approach.
Mm-hmm.
Later he allowed me to code it.
Okay.
Then I code it and it cleared all the test cases.
Super, super. Let us assume that a array is given like 1, 2, 3, no, 11, 22, 33, 44, and 55, and output is the 55.
Yeah.
That is what the question was asked.
No, no, it was a bit modified one. Like for current element, what
Okay.
will be the next greater element, and I
Uh-huh.
have to take the difference of the indexes and I have to store that
Okay.
in the array, output
Correct.
array. I have to do the same thing for all the positions in the
Okay.
array.
So, what was the lead code number, program number they mentioned? Any idea?
Yeah, like they didn't share directly lead code question.
Okay.
They shared just
Next,
the problem
next the
statement
greatest
with
number.
me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Chalo.
exact question is not there in the lead code.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Similar one is there in lead code.
Understood. So, this was only the one question they asked to you in the coding question.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
So,
later,
any,
like,
good, good.
yeah, the interviewer was interested in computer networks, so he asked more questions on that.
Okay. Do you remember this question by any chance, Akash? Computer network
Like,
question.
yeah, he asked multiple questions regarding the networking and all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So exactly, I can't recall the
Okay.
questions. Like it went for around 30 to 40 minutes on computer networks only.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, any coding related to OOPS or SQL, any situation-based questions were asked, Akash?
Yeah, like based few questions were asked on DBMS, that
Okay. Mhm.
theoretical questions, not coding problems.
Okay.
And oops questions were also asked, like
Mhm.
in most of the interviews, like oops is the, like
Mhm.
we can tell that it will, there will be a fixed question on the oops.
Uh-huh.
So few questions
Mandatory
were
question.
asked on oops also.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So you mentioned that in the assessment round, like there was a coding question and all, right? So options were
yeah,
given, Akash, like Java, Python, C, C++. Option choose was given, huh? Like how was it?
yeah. They told me like I can
Choose
do it in whichever
any
language I
language.
can comfortable with.
Okay.
So I was comfortable with Python, and the
Python.
role was also related to Python, so
Python.
I
Gen
did
AI.
it in Python.
All right.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that role is all about like Gen AI and all. So any Gen AI related questions were asked, Akash, in the TR?
No, not specifically, because I didn't add in the start of the interview only. They asked me whether I know anything about Gen AI and all.
Okay.
Like
Mhm.
I told, I know briefly, like LLM models and how it
Okay.
works,
Mhm.
but I don't know it in very depth.
Mhm.
So they asked me questions on like only cloud and
Got it. Okay.
coding.
All right. And you mentioned that whatever you have mentioned in the CV, exact questions were asked in the technical round from the panelist.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Full
we, uh,
resume was scanned by him, and
scanned.
he asked
Okay.
questions on that. Yeah.
And apart from this, any situation-based question, Nakash, like they will be giving a scenario, any such kind of question?
No scenario based questions were asked.
All right. So this was all about the technical round, correct? Are we missing
Yeah.
anything?
No, no, nothing.
Chalo. So how much time it took to get the result, TR round result?
Yeah, like the interview was on the morning
Okay. Mhm.
session. Like
Mhm.
I got update in the evening.
Okay, within same day you got the result.
Yeah, yeah,
And also you mentioned that people who got rejected, they also got the rejection mail.
yeah. That's in the on campus.
Acha, on campus. All right.
Yeah, this college came to our college also. This
Uh-huh.
company came to our college also. Yeah,
So assessment was done and technical round was done, and next was HR managerial round. Which one?
yeah. The second round was managerial round.
Managerial. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was in the same continuation of a technical round, or any other separate meeting was scheduled. How was it?
No, no. Like the technical round happened on Friday,
Okay.
so the managerial round was on Monday morning. Like
Okay.
2 days break was there.
Okay. So how was managerial round, Akash?
Yeah, it was more like a technical, managerial, and HR round also. Like
Okay.
the our team manager only came for interviewing me. Like
Okay.
he asked the like how I will be in team, what will be team will
Okay.
get benefited from me, like
Okay.
all those questions and role related questions,
hmm
and no coding questions were asked. Like
Okay.
just it was like a theoretical session.
Okay. So how long it went actually?
Yeah, it was for around 50 minutes to 1 hour.
Okay. So basically all rounds are elimination round, correct, Akash?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All rounds are
Every
elimination
round
round.
is elimination round, even the managerial
Mm.
also.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So that's it about the managerial. Next was HR. Huh?
Yeah. Next was HR.
So how was your HR interview experience?
Yeah, HR round was like a formal round.
Okay.
It lasted for 20 to 25 minutes. That's all. Like
Okay.
they wanted to know like what was my previous
Mm-hmm.
experience, and
Mm-hmm.
will I be suited to the company, and
Right.
like most frequently asked questions only asked in that round.
Okay.
So I answered it well, and in that meeting only they mentioned they didn't told that I will be I got
Okay.
or I
Selected or
cleared
not?
this or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they told they will get back, and later
Okay.
I got to know it. But I got a positive feedback
Mm.
in the HR room.
Okay. So basically, any discussion happened like regarding the location or salary negotiation? Any such kind of discussion happened in the HR?
Yeah, yeah. Like negotiation didn't happen
Uh-huh.
because since they are hiring for a tech intern role,
Okay.
they
Mm.
mentioned that we can come to the full time salary
Okay.
discussion
Mhm.
after completing the internship,
Okay.
but they gave a brief idea like what will be the full-time salary and all.
Okay.
But and they did mention about the location
Okay.
and company policies, how the work culture will be,
Okay.
and all. Yeah, they mentioned
Okay.
in
So
the
did
HR.
they ask questions like where you see after 5 years and what you know about the company? Such kind of questions.
Yeah, like a few of these questions were asked in my manager round
Okay.
also. Like
Uh-huh.
yeah, as a HR round, yeah, these questions were also there.
Okay.
Yeah, I was prepared for those questions, and I answered them in formal way.
Super. Perfect. So when did you get this final selection mail, Akash? How much time it took?
Yeah, after HR round, within 2 3 hours only, I got a call from the hiring team.
Mhm.
It was mentioned in call, but
Okay.
next day I got offer letter from them,
Okay.
and um, and I got 5 days time to join.
Okay.
Like
Onboarding. Okay.
yeah,
So then, so before jumping to its role and responsibility, CTC, and also, are we missing anything, Akash? Would you like to mention anything from your end?
yeah. I think with respect to interview process, I we can cover like we have covered everything.
All right.
Yeah, nothing.
So now let's put a spotlight on your role and responsibility and CTC. Okay. Let's
Yeah.
start with your role, Akash. So what was the role they are offering to you?
Yeah, in the hiring process, they mentioned it was a gender related role, but
Okay.
Exotel is like a more like a startup company.
Startup. Okay.
It's grown 10 to 15 years old company, but still the work culture is like more like a startup.
Okay.
So yeah, right now I am working on Golang related code, PHP, and
Mhm.
AWS related. I'm learning in AWS related work.
Perfect.
So there is no specification like you have to
Okay.
do the only this thing. Yeah,
Mhm. No, it is. It's like a all rounder, I can say.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, all rounder. You can,
Right. So
like
any talk on
we have
these?
to do.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, we only have to do the testing, development, deployment, everything. We have only have to do.
All right, that's the benefit of working in the startup. We can say like that.
Yeah,
Chalo then. So let's put a spotlight on its expected CTC. Akash, just mention the range for the beginner. Any talk on that?
yeah. One thing about Exotel is they won't mention CTC. Like they will mention the base pay only. Like
Okay.
the incentives will come later,
Okay.
but in the offer letter or anything, they will mention the base pay,
Base pay. Okay.
not the offer letter. JD. Yeah, it was
Job
mentioned that it
description.
will be around. Yeah, in JD it was mentioned that it will be around 10 to 15 LP.
All right. So looking into its working mode, Akash. So like, how is it? Is it work from office? Is it hybrid? Like, how is it currently going on?
Yeah, it's hybrid mode, but
Okay.
we will get only 4 work from homes
Oh, okay.
in a month.
Okay.
So yeah, we have to go 4 days to office in
All
a
right.
week.
Chalo then. So I guess we covered pretty much everything. If you want to suggest anything to our audience, please go ahead, Akash. Regarding your preparation
Yeah,
in initial days. Yeah.
yeah. With respect to preparation, I used to work on both development and DSA.
Hmm.
I'm more a development guy. Like
Okay.
I used to use trending tools like GitHub and all during our college projects development also, and during my free time.
Hmm.
And with DSA practice, I used to code it in lead code.
Okay.
I used to solve 1 to 2 questions, minimum 2 questions per day.
Okay. Okay. Super.
And
Perfect. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah, that's
So adding to
and
Akash. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. No worries. Go ahead.
yeah. Yeah, and one thing is like I focused more on computer fundamentals, like as I
Mm.
mentioned,
Yes,
computer
yes.
networks, operating system, DBMS,
Yeah.
because these are the subjects those will be asked
Mhm.
during interviews for the freshers.
Yep.
So I focused more on that questions.
All right. And adding to Akash point, guys, as he was mentioning in the TR. So whatever he have mentioned in the CV, panelist will be asking question based on that. So make sure that whatever you know, just mention those things in the CV, or else you will be in the trouble. And Akash, I guess we covered pretty much everything. Thanks a lot, man, for taking time and joining us, and sharing your company interview with our audience. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, Akshay. Thank you for inviting me to share
Pleasure,
my
pleasure,
journey.
pleasure, buddy, pleasure.
Hope
And
it will be helpful for the others.
of
Yeah,
course, of course. And yeah, guys, I'll be attaching Akash LinkedIn profile in the description. You can connect with him. You can get your queries cleared with him. And if you're not a subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon and subscribe. And Akash, thanks once again for joining us today.
thank you, Akshay. Thank you so
And yeah,
much.
guys, this is our today's talks in the next video. Take care. Bye.